Hello everyone, it's the Farm Sim Guy here, hope you're all doing well. It has been a while since we've been here on Court Farms, hasn't it? Been busy with a few other things, and of course we headed up to Attingham Park there as well to help Clive out with that large contract again, bringing in a serious amount of money for the farm, which is awesome. So yeah, it's been a while, but it is good to be back. Now, if you remember, at the end of the last episode, we had taken a very large forage contract. You probably saw it in the little montage at the start there, but that is now finished. So we're just going to go and check in with the gents, make sure they're all good before they take the equipment back up the road. And then we're going to head down the road a little bit further because we've had a call from Eric, who's got some flooding in one of his fields he'd like us to take a look at, and has asked if we can help him resolve it. He doesn't have the equipment, neither do we, to be fair, but I know a man who does, so I might just jump on the blower to Clive and see if I can borrow one of his excavators. But there we go, contract all done. I've just pulled up the HUD actually, because you can see with the money from this contract plus the money from Clive for the big contract on Attingham, we've rolled over the million. We have rolled over the million now, and I know a few of you will say in the comments, well, why don't you pay some of your loan off? We actually will with this now. I think we've got to a point where we'll probably split the difference 50-50, get 50% of it into the loan and get it paid off, and we'll keep some. We need a float. We want to be able to play around with equipment. We did talk as well about selling combines, so we'll probably sell those and get a little bit of money for those, and then reinvest that come next summer when it's time to do some more harvesting, although still got corn harvest to go this year as well, so we shall see. Okay, looks like the guys have gone off for a little bit of lunch, so I might run this down and tip this on their behalf, and then I will head over and go and check out Eric's little problem with his waterways. Now we've taken a little bit of a detour here off one of the side roads because I can just about see the field that Eric's talking about. In fact, you can just see it behind the monitor there. Let's jump out, just have a quick nosy. We will come back in the Range Rover once we've got, let's screech through this gap in the hedge here, once we've got rid of that forage. But look at that, that is a big old flood. Yeah, we're going to have to do something about that for him. I'm sure we can help him out with that. What do we think? What's going on here? Yep, that is definitely something up there. I think that looks like silt and everything getting stuck. You can see the low water line of that field there, and it's just creeping into this one here as well. Look, it's fine this side of the bridge though. That's interesting. So there must be something blocking. I wonder if the silt and the mud and the dirt has blocked this side of the pipe. It's causing it all to back up there. Either way, it's pretty soggy down here. So we just need to make sure, I'm pretty sure if we clear that, we'll not have an issue with this longer term. Now, it's not really work we do, excavation, but I do know Clive has got a couple of excavators and he does that sort of stuff, so I think it's about time he owed us a favour. We've helped him out with a couple of contracts so far. I'm sure he could come up and give us a hand with this. I'm going to give him a bell in a little while and see what he can do for us, but it probably doesn't warrant me coming back with the Land Rover now, so that was a worthwhile trip. Okay, back to the tractor. Let's get this tipped. Right, here we are, last tip point for this. In fact, I'm going to cheat, I'm going to drive in this way. A little bit of extra cash for us here, so I'm not going to complain. There we go, let's just pull up the HUD, get it ticking over. Not massive money, but it all helps. There we go. £1,124 extra into the bank. Right, job done. Let's get this back down to the field. The guys are back from lunch, so they can run this back to the yard. And I will make some phone calls and see what Clive can do for us. Right, heading back to home farm now. I just dropped into the dealership there, just to have a quick chat about combines and what we could do with those. So we need to pull those out and get those all sorted and tidied up and ready to go. But basically he thinks he can do us a pretty good deal on a newer combine, so That sounds tremendous. Right, here we go. Just spin around here. Corn looking good there as well. Still undecided what we do with that. We could take it silage now, or we could let it grow. I think I'm going to let it grow. Again, another reason why I'd like a new combine, because we don't have a corn header with our current combines. So the guys ran on ahead with all the equipment. They said they were going to clean it all up, get it all sorted and put away. So let's just see where they've got to. Oh my goodness. Look, everything's been done already. Let me just park this in here. We'll just go and have a look. There we go. Trailer's away. All washed and clean. Massey's over there. The Valtra was over here. So we're looking good. Oh, hang on a minute. It's Davey. Hello, Davey.
Hello, FSG. I've just driven past an old Ford 7000 sitting in a shed. I know you like the county and the TW. Just thought you might like to know.
Oh, thanks, Davey. I'll maybe go and have a look at it. Where is it?
Well, you know where Charles hid the New Holland combine? It's just sitting in those sheds.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly where you are. I'll go and have a look at that. In fact, I might go and have a look right now. It's a quiet day today. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yes, Dave's been doing some great work on the county. He's pretty much fixed it, I think, mechanically now. I think it's good to go. He's just got to start working on the paintwork. But it's looking pretty good. I must give that a little run in a little while. But I'm starting to get into these old Fords. And an old Ford 7000 sounds like a fun one. So let's go and check that out. Right, here we are. We're on a part of the map we never really go down very often. Now, there are the sheds. In fact, there it is. I can just see it there. Let's reverse up. Just head over the bridge here. I think that's Eric's. I think that's Eric's sheds. I wonder if it's Eric's tractor, though. Always give him a bell and find out. But this looks exciting. Yes, I grew up on a farm with Fords. So I've always had a little bit of an affinity towards them. So, what have we got here? It is indeed a 7000. I love the fact that Davey could recognise that from the road as well. Eagle eyes. That is in a pretty bad state of repair, isn't it? But, doors are missing as well. We'd probably need to find some doors from somewhere. But in general, that doesn't look half bad. I think you give it a good clean and a tidy up. I don't know if it runs or not. We'd have to go and find the owner. I'm going to start with Eric, actually. Let's give him a bell.
Hello, FSG. How's it going?
Hello, Eric. I've just driven past your sheds and there's an old Ford 7000 in there.
Yes, that's right. I've just moved it up from the yard. It was taking up too much space, and I just needed it out of the way.
Is it... do you not use it anymore?
No. It's been sitting there for years. I think it still runs, but we just put it on a trailer and ran it up there. But I'm pretty sure it'll still start.
Would you sell it?
Yeah, sure. I suppose if you want it, it's not worth much. I tell you what, if you can solve the issue I've got with the drainage in that flood in the field, you can have it.
Well, thanks, Eric. That's brilliant.
Well, if you want it, the keys are here. Just pop around and pick them up.
Okay, wow. That seems like a good deal. No payment for the drainage work. But we'll get another tractor to play with. The collection is growing. Right. On that note, better go and get organised and see what Clive can do for us. Right. I'm just back at the house. I've spoken to Clive. He has got an excavator he can lend to us. He says he'll give us a stone trailer as well, which will help us. And actually, I wonder if we can sell that stone. Might even make us a bit of money. Potentially crush it as well. Maybe make ourselves some of our own lime. Save us a bit of money for next year. Right. Things are relatively quiet right now. What's the best thing to do? Let's just check the contracts, see if there's any quick contracts we could do. The other thing we could do is go and sort the combines as well. Remember, we put them in the other shed. They're all tidy and clean and ready to go. So it's just about really getting a price from the dealer for them. In fact, let's do that. Let's just jump in and get rid of our 2 combines. We've got some good prices being offered for them there. 144,424. So let's get rid of that. And 116 for the old New Holland as well. And let's get rid of the headers as well. We don't need those. Some good money in those. That was an expensive header, that New Holland one, wasn't it? And 10,000 for this one as well. Wow, there we go. 303,000 in used equipment just sold there. There's demand for those combines, tell you what. Right, we'll have a think about what we invest that in later on. But for now, we're going to have a quick look at the contracts. See what's on the table, and we'll take it from there. Well, it looks like grasswork season is here again. Look at all these baling contracts. Is there anything good in here? There we go. Field 107. 18 grand for that's not bad. There we go. We've got to cut it, dry it, bale it, and then head off to tall trees. Let's have a look at field 107. There's field 107. Well, we've done that field a few times before, so we know it well. Nice easy access from the farm too. We can just head down the main road with stuff. So I'm going to take that. That looks like a good one. Let's accept that. And we'll crack on with that. We'll probably get the mowing started just now. And see how far we get on. Right, we'll just get hitched up here with the mowers. There we go. Got to take the Valtra this time, just for a bit of a change. So we'll head on down to the field and we'll get started. There's Charles, keeping tabs on things as well. Hello, buddy. He really owns this place now. Right, we'll see you down at the field. There we go, we're just going to squeeze through here. There's not much space there for the big mower. But here we are, this is our field. We recognise this from previous episodes, so let's get everything unfolded. And I think we just get stuck straight into this, shall we? Everything spun up. Everything down. Just wait for the rear ones to drop. And we are off. Right. We'll see you when we're done. Right, here we go. Last little bit. Getting this finished off, which is awesome. That's taken us no time at all. And the good news is, I've heard Clive is up at the yard with the excavator too. So perfect time for us to basically get this done. Get up the road, have a chat with Clive, and then we'll come back and maybe do some stuff with the windrower and the tedder later on with this. Right, here we are, nearly back at the yard. We'll drop off the mower and we'll pick up the tedder. But I think Clive has arrived with the excavator. Yes, he has. Wow. Oh, look, there's the trailer as well. Oh, the rocks. Look at this. Look at this. That is a big old piece of equipment. That's going to be interesting getting down the lanes, isn't it? Jeez, oh. Wonder if you've got anything smaller, but that's huge. That's fine though. It will make the job a lot quicker, so that's good. Right, like I said, let's drop this mower off. Let's pick up the tedder and get that sorted. And then we'll have a little bit of fun with the excavator. We're going to get it all set up, work out how everything goes, try and get it down to the field and into place. And then we'll take things from there. Probably have a go at sorting that in the next episode because I'm conscious of time at the moment. But let's get this away. And then the tedder is just sitting there, so we can pick that up and be all fired up and ready to go with that. Right, mower all sorted. Let us get this tedder hooked up. There we go. That's that sorted. Right, we're all sorted with this stuff. We'll probably put the Massey on that trailer with the stones as well. Red at the same time. Matches. Got to think about stuff like that. It's important. Right. Let's get this down to the field where the flood is. Right. Beacon's on. Now, ideal scenario would be that I would turn right here. That would be the quickest route down there, but I'm very conscious we're never making that turn. So we're going to have to head out along this way and go the long way around, so it's going to take us a bit of time, this. So, leave it with us, and we'll get on with it. Right, we have made it. I am going to admit to having to drive through a couple of hedges, because the gates just weren't wide enough. But let's get this off now, and let's get this at least making sure that we can get it down to the water's edge. It's quite a heavy vehicle, and that wet ground there worries me slightly, but we'll give it a go, and then we'll go and get the Massey, and we will go and get the gravel trailer up as well and hooked up. So let's give this a go. Right, there we go. Let's get this down. See how close we can get. Right, here we are, just squeezing through the gate there with the Massey. But we're in, and we can head down now to where the excavator is. We've parked it on this side. This is the better side. I think the water has gone, as you can see, over into the field and stayed within the stream there. This side is relatively dry because it's slightly higher land, so I think we're going to be okay to get this relatively close to the edge. I'm not sure I want to drive it on the bridge though, although it's a pretty sturdy concrete bridge. We might be alright. It's not our equipment, so I don't want to trash it. So, let's get everything set up and organised. The light is starting to fade. It's getting a bit late in the day, so I don't really want to start now. We might come back in the morning and do this, and maybe go and ted that hay before we start this. But I think we can get, look, we can get pretty close here. This is pretty solid, this ground. So I think we're looking good, and we're basically going to... We'll start this way, and then we'll work our way back. I'm guessing the biggest build-up of silt and stuff is going to be here, and it's going to drop back as we go over here. But we'll soon find out. Right, let's get everything organised, and then we'll come back for a chat. Right, we're all set up here. Looks like basically we've got enough reach in the arm that we don't need to go any further than we are at the moment, but I can rotate round like this. As you can see, we've got reach on the arm, reach on the bucket here. We can go right over to the other side and scoop in like so. Lift this up and then rotate around to the bucket. So that is all good. I am not going to start because I don't want any issues until we've got Eric up here and had a look at it and made sure everything's alright. I'm still getting familiar with the controls of the excavator, and it's getting a bit late in the day, so I don't want to lose light and have to come back tomorrow. So what we'll do is we'll try and do it in one foul swoop tomorrow, but for now I think we can probably squeeze that tedding in before the end of the day. So all good though, happy with how this is set up, and I was worried this excavator was going to be too big, but actually looking at this now, I think there's a lot of silt in here. We're going to get through a lot. So we'll be back to get this sorted later on. Right, exciting times, but there is still other work to be done here, so let's run this down to the field and try and get this tedding done before the end of the day. So at that juncture, I think it's probably worth stopping here for this episode. We'll be back later on. Look at the gravel all cut up from that big low loader and the excavator. We will leave it here for this episode. Lots going on. It's great to be back, and we've got things to do. So I'll say thank you very much for watching. Apologies again for the delay in vids recently. It has been manically busy, absolutely flat out. So it's been hard to fit everything in, but hopefully a little bit more balance over the next few weeks and we'll be back to normal. But for now, from me, the Farm Sim Guy, thank you so much for your continued support. It means a lot, and I will see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye for now.